Hello, all my dear students. My name is Ajay Gulati. Welcome to Sri Jain's Rank Zone classes. I am your friend and mentor for the mathematics portion, which we generally also call as arithmetic portion or quantitative aptitude portion. And today we will be doing the class third of the chapter percentages. So far, I have done the basic concepts of the percentages. Now, I'll be moving on to higher concepts, which will make. I'll be basically telling you the methods for higher concepts, which will make your questions shorter, smaller, so that you can solve them within very little amount of time. Okay. In the today's class, I'll be discussing mostly two concepts. First is successive increment, decrement, or restore basis. Let me tell you one by one. What is successive? Let's first discuss this thing, successive increment or decrement. A glimpse of this I have already given you in the previous class. I did the last one or two questions based on this concept only. Okay, so suppose I say a factory produces any article, let's say a shoes. Okay, a factory produces any article. The factory sells it at a profit of 20%. A factory or a company, suppose sells it to Cloudtail, Amazon, okay, at a profit of 20%. Amazon further sells it to customer or to me, okay, at a profit of 30%. When I made plus sign means addition, okay, or either I can do this arrow also. This means up, this means down. So, what is the final price the customer has to pay for a shoe? How much percent extra does the customer pay for the shoe? How much percent extra does the customer pay for the shoe? Okay, dear students, how much percent extra does the customer pay for the shoe? See, let's say how to deal with these sort of questions. There are two ways. First, there is a formula. Second approach is direct multiply. Let me decrease the thickness of the pen a bit so that, yeah, okay. The formula based approach says apply the formula A plus B plus AB by 100. Okay, this is final increase. This is called final change where A and B are the first two changes. This is A and this is B. So how will you do it? You will do it 20 plus 30 plus 20 into 30 upon 100. Okay. So 0 to 0 cancel. This becomes 50 plus 6, or you can say 56% increase. See, let me tell the other method also, then I'll talk further. The second method is direct multiply. An article was suppose 100 rupees. Okay. The price increases by 20%, it becomes 1.2. The price increases by 30%, it becomes 1.3. Now it becomes 10 into, let's say, two decimals are removed, 12 into 13. This will give you the final price. Okay, is equal to final price. Here you directly calculate the final change. In this method, you calculate the final price. Final price type of question I have done previously in the previous, okay, in the previous class, in the second lecture. Final price is what? 156. So you can say what is the percentage change? Percentage change is equal to 156 minus 100, that you call 56 or 56%. Okay, dear students. So in the nutshell, these are generally the two methods apply. In place of 1.6, you can also write 1.2. In turn of 1.2, you can also write 6 by 5. It all depends upon your calculation skills, what sort of calculations you can perform early. That is the main thing. Okay, so this part has been done now. Okay, I have told you the basic of one thing. Let's take few questions at a good speed. Okay, I will be covering two concepts today. Let's take question on both of these one by one. So this is the question we have. The price of an article is first decreased by 20% and then increased by 30% if the resulting price is 416. The original price of the article was, let's say the original price of the article was P. Okay. First, it decreased by 20%, so it becomes 80%. You can say 80 by 100, or you can directly say 0.80. Okay, we have done this sort of this, or you can also write 4 by 5. It depends entirely upon you. And then it is increased by 30%. When a thing is increased by 30%, it becomes 130%. Okay, now you can also write this is 13 by 10. Now this is given to us as 416. The resulting price is 416. Now what is the price? So that way the price will be what? This will be 52 upon 50 is equal to 416. You can directly cancel this, will give you a 8. So the price was 50 into 8, that is 400. Let the original price be P. Let the original price be P. Okay. Let's move to the next one. Two successive price increases of 10% and 10% of an article are equivalent to a single price increase of. See, we need to directly find the final change. A is 10, second increment is also 10. So what will be the final change? The final change will be A plus B plus AB by 100. Look, that will be 10 plus 10 plus 10 into 10 by 100. You can say it becomes 20 plus 1, that is 21. This is one way of doing it. The other method is let the initial price be 100. What will be the final price? Both the times there is an increase of 10%, so you will multiply it by 1.1 both times. It become 121. So what is the final change? 121 minus 100, that will give you 21. Okay, dear students, should I be moving to the next one? Let me increase the size. I'm very sorry. A number is first increased by 10%. It is further increased by 20%. The original number is increased altogether by. So we need to tell the final change. Those who are good at multiplying should multiply. I prefer multiplication, but otherwise you can apply the formula A plus B plus AB by 100. That is 10 into 20 by 100. So that gives you 30 plus 2. 0 to 0, 0 to 30 plus 2, or 32% final change. Okay, dear students, let's move to the next one. See, the next question is the price of an article was first increased by 10% and then again by 20%. If the last increased price be rupees 33, then the original price was, let the original price that we need to find is P. Now, according to question, this P when multiplied by first 10% increase, you can say 1.1, okay, into, or you can also say 11 by 10. Next time there is an increase of 20%. 20% means it becomes 120% or 12 by 10. This is equal to 33. The original price was, we have to find this P. So this become P into 132 by 100 is equal to 33. So far clear. You can directly cancel this, you will get a 4. So what you get, 4P is equal to 100, or you can say P is equal to 25. P is equal to 25. I am sure, my dear students, it must be clear to all of you. Let the original price be P, thus therefore this P is equal to 25. This is your answer. The original price is this much. Let's take just one more question of this concept. Then I will just increase the level of difficulty. An individual pays 30% income tax. On this tax, he has to pay a surcharge of 10%. Thus, the net rate he has to pay is, see, first of all, we have to find tax plus surcharge total. The tax is 30. On this, he has to pay 10%. What is the 10%? 10% of any number is, you decrease a 0 from here, you will get 3. So, is equal to 33% total. Very easily done. This is your answer. Okay, dear students. Now, before moving to the next question, I need to tell you a few concepts. So let me just delete this photo and start. Okay. See, I have told you the formula for final change. Okay, final change when let's say first there is a change of A%, first change is equal to second change is equal to B%. What was the final change? The formula was A plus B plus AB by 100. Suppose I say first there is a 20% increase, then there is a 30% decrease. Here what is A? A is equal to plus 20, B is equal to minus 30. So what will be the final change, or what will be the final formula for final change percent? That will be A plus B plus AB by 100. Now I have to put the values cautiously. 20, 30, A plus B plus A into B by 100. Okay, so that will become now how much? That will be minus 10 plus minus 6, or you can say minus 16. Therefore, final change is 16% decrease. Therefore, the final change is 16% decrease. Okay, dear students. Now, the other important thing, see, many a times these sort of questions are asked. Let's say the price first increases by 10%, then it decreases by 10%. Find the percentage change. This is a very common question for the examiner, for any paper setter. For any paper setter, okay. See, in such a case, if you put A is equal to plus 10, or B is equal to minus 10. These things could also be reversed. Huh? First there is a decrease, then there is an increase. It's one and the same thing. Then find the percentage of change. Find percentage change. Okay. This is a very important topic. Very easy. Still many questions are being asked from this particular topic. Okay. So final change will be what? A plus B plus AB by 100. Look, what is A? A is minus plus 10. B is minus 10 plus 10 into minus 10 by 100. Okay. Now these will always cancel. So what will be your answer be? It will be minus 10 square by 100. This much percent. Now this is equal to minus 1%. But what I want to teach you is whenever see whenever there is a change of plus X% followed by whenever a change of X% is followed by minus X% or vice versa. Okay, that is first there was an increase, then there's a decrease. Okay, whenever a change of plus X% is followed by a by minus X% or vice versa, then always there is a decrease of minus x square by 100%. Minus itself means decrease. There is always a decrease of x square by 100%. Okay, dear students. Suppose I say I purchased gold on, let's say, 15th May. During that time, to my surprise, not even 15th May, let's say 15th July. During that time, to my surprise, the price of gold was, suppose 15th July, the price was 55,000. Okay. In the month of October, in the month of August, it decreased by 20%. Then by the end of September, it increased by 20%. Find the final price. Find the final price of gold. Let's say I'm talking about 10-gram gold. Okay. So here, what will be the final change? The final change will be x square by 100% decrease. What is x? Here, x is equal to 20%. Here the x is equal to 20%. So what I can say, final change is equal to 20 square upon 100 this much percent decrease. Okay, so it becomes 400 by 100 or 4% decrease. You are given a big number. What is the 1% of this number? See, 10% means you remove one zero. Okay, 10% means you remove one zero. 100% means you remove two zeros. So better remove two zeros. 1% means remove two zeros. So this thing is the 1%. Okay, dear student, 1% is 550. So 4% will be 550 into 4. That you can say 2200. Okay, dear students. So this is the decrease. This is what this is the decrease. Decrease is equal to 4%, or I can say final price will be what? 55,000 minus 2200, or I can say 52800 rupees per 10 gram. This is the basic concept. This is the gist. Okay. Now let's take some previous year questions on this. Okay. See, the next question is a application of the previous concept which we have discussed. Okay. We are being told that the price of a commodity is decreased by 20% and its consumption is increased by 20%. What will be the increase or decrease in the expenditure of the commodity? Look, see, first of all, what I need to tell you is I told you the formula that will be A plus B plus AB by 100. This was for when the price of a thing increases, decreases by something, then it is first increases, then decreases, or vice versa. Now, here, what do we have? We have a concept called revenue is what? Revenue is price into quantity. Okay, let's say this is fixed. When this is fixed, I increase this now, then this will also increase. Okay, suppose I buy daily. Daily I buy, suppose I say uh, one chocolate for my daughter. Okay, let's say quantity is one. The price is, let's say the chocolate cost me rupees 100, or a chocolate box cost me rupees 100. So how much revenue I used to shell out? How much money did I used to spend when I bought one chocolate? One. Okay, 100. Now the price increases, so the revenue is also 100. But I will take few minutes in explaining the basic concept. Otherwise, the question is very easy, and I'll explain to you in a very easy method. Right now, I intend to explain you some concept. So the revenue I used to spend was 100%. Now, if the price I say increase by 10%, if the price increase by 10%, then what will happen? Then the revenue I will be spending will be my expenditure will be 110 into 1. So the price was 100. Okay. Sorry, just a second. Just a second. Yeah. So what is the new expenditure now? The new revenue is 110. So what do I observe that the when the price increases, the revenue also increases by 10%. You got this? Okay. Same is the case. Price increases, then the revenue also increases by 10%. Same is the case with quantity. Same is the case with quantity. That is, if the where do I write? I write over here. Wait. If any time you same is the case with quantity, I was telling, if the price increase, if the quantity increases, then also the revenue increases. If the quantity decreases by the same percent, revenue also decreases. If A is equal to B into C, okay, if A is equal to B into C, suppose change in B, change in B is equal to B percent, change in C is equal to C percent, then you can calculate, then you can calculate the final change in C by using the formula, by using the final change in A by using the formula, final change is equal to B plus C plus BC by 100. And in these questions, what happening? It's getting 20%. So you can directly say final change is equal to x square by 100. This is the most common type of questions being asked in your exam based upon percentage concept. Okay, so that will be, so the final change will be mm, x square by 100% decrease. Okay, this sign is for decrease. 20 square by 100%, 20 square by 100%, this much decrease. So I can say decrease is how much? 400 by 100 or 4%. This is the concept and I'm very sure you must have got it. Let me move ahead and take a few more questions. Whenever these types of questions are asked, now what you need to do is you just need to apply the formula, the same formula which I have taught you right now. Okay. See, the question is a number is first decreased by 10% and then increased by 10%. The numbers obtained is 50 less than the original number. The original number is, see, first of all, let's calculate the final change. Here, what do we have? A is equal to minus 10%, B is equal to plus 10%. So, what will be your final change? In such a case, it is minus A square by 100%. That is 10 square by 100. This minus I replace as decrease. Okay. So, I can say 1% decrease. Change is what? Change is 1% decrease, but this change is given to me as 50. So this 50 is equal to 1% of price. So what is the 100% of the price? The 100% of the price is 5,000 rupees. Okay. So the price is 100% means the final value. So the price is equal to 5,000. This is your answer, my dear students. I'm very sure it is clear to all of you. Okay. Let's move ahead. The tax imposed on an article is decreased by 10% and its consumption increases by 10%. Find the percentage change in revenue from it. Exactly. See, students. See, again, there is the same thing. One thing increases by this percent, the other thing decreases by the same percent. So, what will be the final change? The final change will be minus x square by 100%. That is minus 10 square by 100%, or that is minus 1%. Clear? A number is increased by 20% and the resulting number is decreased by 20%, then the percentage increase or decrease finally is, so the percentage change directly will be minus x square by 100%. That I can say minus 25 square by minus 625 by 100%, or you can say minus 6.25%. This you can say in terms of option as 6 1 by 4 decrease. Decrease by how much percent? Decrease is equal to 6 1 by 4%. That is option 2 is your answer, and I'm sure it must be clear to all of you. Okay, dear students, let's move further ahead. When the price of an article was reduced by 20% of its sale, 20%, its sale increased by 80%. What was the net effect on the sale? See, students, price is what I, as I told you, revenue is what? Revenue is equal to price into quantity. Any change in this is being reflected in this. So if this increases, then this increases. Let's say the change here is A, the change here is B. So what is the final change in revenue? Final change in revenue is what? Final change in revenue is A plus B plus AB by 100. I have discussed this thing with you previously. Okay. So what is the net effect on sale? Net effect on sale will be, here what do we have? Here we have A is minus 20. The sale increased by 80%. Okay, B is plus 80. So final net effect on sale will be A plus B plus AB by 100. That will be 60. 0 and 0 cancel, 0 and 0 cancel, 60 and minus 16%, that is positive 44%. So I can say 44% increase. Clear, dear students? Okay, let's take one more example of this type. The number of seats in a cinema hall is increased by 25%. Okay, the cost of each ticket is also increased by 10%. The effect of these changes on the revenue collection will be, see, what is the revenue? Revenue is actually price. Revenue is actually price into quantity. Here the quantity means the number of seats for a theater hall. Price is price itself. So what is the revenue which the theater with the cinema hall earns? The number of seats in a cinema hall is increased by 25%. This seats increased by plus 25%. This is okay. The cost of each ticket is also increased by 10%. This is plus 10%. The effect of these changes on the revenue collection will be an increase of, assuming that all the tickets are sold. All tickets assume all tickets are sold. Okay. So this changes by 10%, this changes by 25%. So what is the final change? Here let this is A and this is B. A plus B plus AB by 100. That way it will be what? 10. Sorry. It's one and the same thing actually, but still. I have written that A. 25 plus 10 plus 25 into 10 by 100, or you can say 35 plus 2.5, that is 37.5%. I hope things must be clear so far. Let's move towards the next one. Just one more question of this concept, then I'll be moving to the next part. And that one also you will enjoy it very much. Population of a town increases every year by 4%. If its present population is 50,000, then after 2 years will be, see, present population presently is how much? 50,000, 50K. Increase is what? 4% every year. So that way, what will happen, dear students, is increase 4% every year. So population after 2 years, it will be what? See, 50,000 is right now. After 1 year, it will be 4% increase. I can say 1.04. Okay. Again, 4% increase after second year, 1.04. So what you need to do is you need to multiply this. Let's say these are four decimal, two decimal will remove from here, two decimal, two zeros will be removed from this decimal. So I can say 50 into 104 into 104. In 2 3 classes back, I told you how to calculate the square of numbers bigger than 100. This is 104. 4 more than 100, you add 4 to it and write the square of 4. So easily done. Okay, so this is 16 into 5, 80, 08 into 5, 41 into 5, this. So population 2 plus means 2 years later will be 54080. Do we have any such option? Yes. This is your answer, my dear friends. Okay. I'm sure it must be clear to all of you. Shall I move ahead? Thank you. Well, students, I think I will take the next topic in the next class. Reason being, that is a lengthy topic, so it will take consume a bit of time, and I won't be able to cover this topic in this but next topic in this particular class. So I think we should call it off for the day. I'll take your class tomorrow again with the next exercise that will be restore. The concept of restore that I'll get explain it tomorrow only. Okay. So from my side, I have done sufficient number of questions pertaining to the absolutely all types of questions pertaining to the topic, that is successive increase or decrease, and I'll insist you people to kindly practice those questions again and again, to practice more such questions again and again, so that you write your exam very well. Okay, so take care, bye bye. Kindly study thoroughly. Don't waste your time in any of useless activities, any of time pass activities. Be 100% devoted to your exam. Kindly study regularly. Don't spend time chatting with your friends on social media or anything like that. Please, please, please study thoroughly with full dedication and devotion. Bye bye. Take care.